Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new stream here from my home country, Trinidad and Tobago. So, we had some viewers here who are excited for us to go live, and finally, we are here. All right. So, we definitely have some very interesting topics for today. So when you come in, let me know in the chat. Yes, I honestly I haven't been watching too much the candidates tournament. I mean, it is interesting, but I don't know. Before, when I was coming up in chess, the candidates tournament used to be much more interesting. Now it's I don't know. There's lost its excitement before it. Hello, my friend Philip. Hello. So anybody that noticed, you might see like my leg here. I have to sit with my feet up because I caught my foot. So anyone sees what's my knee doing here is where I have to sit always with my feet elevated. But otherwise I'm doing good. So we'll play some games here and we'll continue. So we're a little bit early before time, which is good. You know, a lot of people better to be early than to be late. So I'll fix this camera a little bit. All right. So let's get going here. So if you guys are joining in, let me know in the chat right here. Let me start playing. So all right. Playing someone from Poland. He plays d4. Now there are many responses to d4. Let's try e6. Invited him to play e4. Go for French. Plays c4. Let's try this bishop b4 check. It's kind of hybrid Nimzo Indian. He plays knight c3. I can play knight f6 and that's in Nimzo, but here I can play also pawn to c5. Here, okay, pawn c5. Pawn e3. Okay, so white is defending in the center. Yeah, now I don't think I have anything better than knight f6. Yeah, it's usually a strong developing move. I can try pawn to f5. It's quite a strange move, but we could try it with the idea knight f6, and we have more control over the e4 square. It's quite a weird system here. Let's try b6. I'll play bishop b7. Let's double his pawns now, because if I give him the chance to play bishop d2, this is not my preparation. I like to in blitz improvise a bit. Bishop b7. So hello my friend Mr. Leonard, good to see you. Did I check Prague's game of round 1? Yes, I saw the game. I didn't see the full game, but yes, you see Prague and he played a line very similar to what I advocate in my course. He knows what's good. Probably bought the course, play the same line. Now if I take back, this pawn is a little bit weak. I could sacrifice the pawn. If he takes on b6, I take a b6. It's not a big problem. Down a pawn, but he has these double pawns. That's not a big worry. Hey, I'll just castle, give the pawn. I don't mind if he takes it. Good day. Why is this becoming a Dutch? It was a Nimzo Indian mixed with the Dutch defense. Alright, takes on b6 here. Let's stay back with the pawns. We sacrifice a pawn, but rook is open. It's just not too bad. He wants bishop a3. Let's play knight e4. Attacking the c3 point. Then I would like another knight on c5, that's for sure. Yeah, let's play knight a6. Knight c5. Get my knights working. Knight c5. I like how these knights look. Very strong, brotherly knights. Then I'll target this a pawn, maybe some bishop c6. If he allows it to attack this pawn, maybe he'll play knight e5. But you see, sometimes you could sacrifice a pawn for activity, for some good compensation. What question do you have for me, my friend? What is your question, Mr. Caddy? Oof. What's that knight doing there? I don't know. He wants to go to the b5 square. Yeah, it's quite clear he wants to play knight b5. Look at the d6 square. Queen g5 looks good, but he'll play bishop f3. If I play knight c3, queen c3,
music licensing reimagined.
Bishop g2 doesn't work. I don't see any immediate sacrifices. e5 you play. e5 might be interesting. You can play knight b5. I'm not too sure what he has here. e5, knight b5. That could be one interesting route.
Artlist.io.
The only problem with queen g5 is leaving the queen side a little bit unguarded.
Music licensing reimagined.
Generally, I could actually try rook f6 also. Let's try to move queen g5 here. Rook f6, rook g6. Oh, that's very good that you started getting some good results after you started watching my stream. That's good to hear. What tournaments have you been playing in? I like this rook f6 idea. Rook h6 or rook g6. Still not too clear, but definitely some sort of attack. Yeah, white's bishop is on c1, the rook is on a1.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yes, it is better. It is very good internet here in Trinidad. Guess we could try rook h6. Yeah, let's go straight for the attack. I don't see any reason to delay or grab any pawn. So someone had a question. You're stuck in the French defense, exchange variation, middle game. What would I recommend playing? You could try the aggressive variations with knight c6. So after white takes on d5 and you take, you could then try like knight c6, bishop g4. These very aggressive lines. If you want to play something more solid, you could also play like bishop d6 and knight e7. I believe is some system. Now if I take with the pawn, his knight has to move. Yeah, the only problem is that my bishop is closed. Yeah, let's take like this.
Artlist.io.
I have to begin looking for some sacrifices here on the king side. Knight c3 plays bishop b7. Queen h4 plays h3. But that still could be interesting here.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm thinking here, if I play knight g5, he takes bishop b7. Yeah, knight h3 check. Does not seem too convincing.
Artlist.io.
g5 also seems overly aggressive here. Rook g6, king f1.
Music licensing reimagined.
I can also try bishop c6 looks. This looks like a very solid move, holding together the position without giving him any big counter play or anything. I like this move. No need to even allow him to play rook takes d7. Oh, that's a very good result you had there. Was this some classical tournament? Online, blitz? What kind of tournament was it? That's a quite solid result. Let's see if I take... I'm thinking knight g5 looks...
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I'm thinking this to get my knight into the attack. Yeah, let's just take care. I want some sacrifice, knight h3. Definitely I want some sacrifice like that. Yeah, Mr. Caddy, I definitely would check out some Grandmaster games. Oh, that's very good. Do you have any classical rating, Mr. Seaman? Yeah, Caddy, you should check out some Grandmaster games, but you see, not every variation you will like. For example, I'm sure you don't like the exchange variation because it's a bit dry, a bit boring more than others. So that's why you probably don't like it. So then again, you need some time to adjust to the variation. Because people have chess styles. Some people like to play aggressive chess. Some people like to play positional chess. And not every variation is aggressive or positional. So sometimes you have to play some opponents that you might not be too happy with. But that's why people like to base their repertoire choices based on their style. If somebody likes aggressive chess, usually they play something like Shevchnikov, some aggressive Sicilian like that. If someone plays more positional chess, they don't like any crazy chess, they usually play a solid variation of the Karukan. Okay, well, you need to get that rating up. I mean, 1500 is, well, for people who are not playing too long, it's not bad, but it's a lot of improvement to go from there for sure. See, this guy, he's struggling here. He doesn't know how to stop the sacrifice. Yeah, his knight looks very good, but where's his knight going? I mean, the knight doesn't have anywhere to go, honestly. His knight is big, very strong, but just can't do me anything.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I just want to sacrifice knight h3. He's coming with huge effect. Maybe he can try running with his king. Some king f1. That actually does make quite a lot of sense, king f1. That's not that easy. How am I going to? Because knight h3, gh3, queen h3, king e2. And it kind of looks like the attack is not going anywhere further if he plays king f1. Yes, escaping with the king could be a very valid point. King f1. Huh. Knight h3, king f1, knight h3, gh3, queen h3, king e2. Here, king e2. Maybe some rook d8 I can try. That actually does look very interesting. I think, yeah. So I'm looking at if he plays king f1, I'll sacrifice my knight on knight h3, gh3, queen h3, king e2. And his king wants to run to d2 and so on, but I believe I can play Rook d8, with the idea is king cannot move to the d file because I'll take that knight with check. That, even though he lost some pawns, that still might not be the worst thing for him. Remember, my rook on h6 is also away from my king. Thank you very much, Mr. Leonard, for the support. So I have a very interesting YouTube video coming up, guys. Actually, following, I believe. I don't remember exactly who advised this. I believe it could have been you, Mr. Leonard. Someone advised me they wanted to see like a video with my, like inside my daily training. So I like filmed a video where I basically, something I do from my daily training routine. So the guy played king f1. We expected that move, guys. Yeah, let's sacrifice.
Reimagined.
Queen h3, is there anything else? No. King e2 and rook d8. Bringing the final piece in the game. So his knight can't move, I'll play some queen g4 check.
Artlist IO.
So as I was saying, my upcoming video is rook d3. Oh, that's a good move. Hey, he wants to play king b2. So I'm thinking, do I have any ideas here?
Licensing reimagined.
Queen g4. I'm thinking maybe pawn to e5. Pawn to e5 maybe has some tactical ideas.
Artlist IO.
Pawn e5, maybe could even play knight captures f5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's check e5, knight f5. Do we have some f4 move? Let's try queen g4.
Artlist IO.
King d2, e5, I believe knight f5 he still has. Let's try this rook h2.
Music licensing.
Again, my seat properly.
reimagined.
Rook f1, maybe queen g2. Queen g2, yes, queen d1. Yeah, rook f1 is ready to move away.
Artlist IO.
Huh. How is this?
Music licensing reimagined.
King b2. Rook b8, king a2, he moves.
Artlist IO.
Yeah, this one a little bit tight here. Is there any way to enter with my queen?
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's go down and make a queen with this pawn. Yeah, we messed up something here.
Artlist IO.
Our time is quite low here. Nevertheless, I want to push this pawn.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, let's see what we can do here.
Artlist IO.
You guys knight, you guys knight.
Music licensing reimagined.
We got him there, we got him. We got him there. What tight game, guys. Tight game, guys, but we got him there. Yes, I'm working on that video, Mr. Leonard. The video where I believe what I'm doing is... But guys, honestly, it's not comfortable for me to play. Because I had like a bad accident some days ago. That I stepped right on this pool tile. I mean, you know, in my glasses, I don't see. And the pool tile was broken. They left it like that in the hotel. And I went down and I stepped right on it. And it sliced right into my foot. And I can't walk on my left leg and it's still cut. Thankfully not bleeding again, but I have to keep my foot elevated so you could see that I basically have to sit with my foot like this, unfortunately. So it's not too comfortable to play. We had that accident 2 days ago. It was very painful. I mean, it went right in my foot. It's a bit deep wound. It was like blood everywhere when the accident happened. Like all in the pool, it was all on the side. It was like gushing like crazy. But now, thankfully, it's a little bit more stable. I cannot walk anywhere too far, or I should not walk at all. But it is a little bit better. I'm giving any advice. If you want to have any questions or anything, I'll answer them. We have an injured stream today. I told everyone I had a big accident with my foot. I stepped right on a tile in the pool and it cut right into my foot, sliced open my foot, and I can't really walk. So yes, I did. I got some injection. They wanted to cut open my foot. But I said, no, we don't want to go. I didn't want to go to that yet. But I believe I don't have any infection or anything. It should be good. But it just will take some time to heal. It's like on the under of my foot, so I can't really walk on it because it's still an open wound or anything. But good that way is doing chess. Because with chess you could sit down. You don't need to go anywhere. If it was some other sport, terrible. Thank you. Are you 1700 FIDE or 1700 on chess.com?
Artlist IO.
Because many people, when they say they're 1700, these days they mean online. If it's FIDE and 1700, first of all, is not bad. That's a good question. Now, to reach 2000, I mean, 2000 is a very solid level in chess. But to me, it's not hard to reach 2000. Like when you reach 2000, you know, like a good bit, but it's not anything crazy. That's very good that you get into some tournaments. That's good because tournament play is very different from online play. So I would recommend this. As I said, I had a very good video on YouTube discussing how I became an IM in less than 5 years. And in that YouTube video, I talked about the books that helped me. And those books were mainly what I used to go to 1700 to go all the way above that to 2400 and above. So I recommended some very good books there, and I said my training routine. So generally, I put a lot of focus on calculation and visualization. Because if you could calculate, you could see everything and you could visualize, then you're not going to be making too many blunders. And it's very important to avoid blunders on the board. Because if you don't make any blunders, then someone has actually outplay you to win. And that's not easy. So already a big step is being able to visualize and calculate well, which would avoid a lot of blunders. Let's check this game here. It's quite an interesting game. So, Mr. Leonard, do you have any tournaments coming soon? Are you playing any chess, or are you just enjoying the game? Yeah, so this was some hybrid kind of names. So it's like people who play the French. D4 here, they will play E6 because white could still play pawn to E4 and get the French defense. C4 here, bishop B4 check. Knight C3. Now, knight F6 is the name. So C5 is quite an interesting choice. E3 here. And F5 here is improvisation. I just want to try something new, but as you can probably see and tell, not such a special or great move here. Yeah, knight F6 is the main move, but that transposes back into the name, so I wanted something different. F5, knight F3. Yeah, he could have developed with knight E2. And then we got an interesting Dutch. Yeah, I definitely should have taken on C3 first. I shouldn't have allowed him. It was B6 here, he could play bishop D2. And now if I take on C3, he takes with the bishop. Very good. Mr. Leonard, what kind of tournament are we talking about here? Are you ready for the tournament, my friend? How do you feel? Are you feeling sharp? Are you feeling ready? Now, before a tournament, I actually helped one of my students that, you should be fresh. So a lot of people have the wrong approach before a tournament. They like to do a crazy amount of training. But then the problem is when the tournament comes, they actually become very tired. So you should be going into the tournament fresh. You should be sharp, where you're seeing tactics, you're calculating well, but also fresh, where your brain is ready and able to perform some heavy work. So white castle we took, played bishop b7, and I really like this position here. He took on c5, and I castled here, which a little bit funny. Yeah, of course we could have taken back the pawn here. Yeah, nothing was wrong with this, it was fine. But I wanted to prove a point here that even without the pawn, it's going to be fine. Takes. Knight e4, knight a6, going for the c5 square. Rook f6 with rook h6 apparently was immediately better. But I got my knights very nicely. Queen g5. Apparently queen h4 was a little bit better. Yeah. Queen g5, rook f6, rook h6 takes. Oh wow. I didn't consider this move, but rook h3. Wow, this move actually makes quite some sense. It's with a simple threat. Rook takes f3. He can't, if he moves king h1, then rook f3, gf3, and just something like knight e2. This is winning. And if king f1, rook h2, wow, if g3, queen h6, winning h2. Wow, this rook h3 was a very nice move. Actually didn't spot that one. Queen h4 was still fine. Yeah, here when I played g5, that was my first instinct, but I thought I'd give him some counterplay. g5, rook d7. Yeah, just ignore my bishop actually. Let's go g4. Wow. Yeah, this would have been quite good. Knight g5. Apparently rook f8, that's not an easy move. King f1 was the only move for white actually. He found the only move. Unfortunately, we have special streams for that, but that was not the topic of today, my friend. King f1, knight h3, so we came out from king e2. Rook d8 was a very nice move by me. The idea is if he moved his knight, queen g4, and he can't really cross here, his king is in some trouble. Rook d3. He caught me by surprise here with this, honestly. Rook d3 found it quite a good move. The idea is he's still making space for his king, and the rook is going to defend the knight. Yeah, I had to find queen h5 and then queen back to h2 with the double attack, which is by no means too easy, but possible. Yeah, here he went king c1, he kind of blundered, and yeah, we blundered here as well in time trouble. We went with our pawn. We have some certain counterplay. Yeah, especially here, our pawn got too strong, and yeah, we got him here, and he blundered the knight, and we ended up winning here without too much difficulty. But it was a big time scramble. So alright guys, if we have any new viewers joining in, I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago, and we have a very nice YouTube channel here. We help people get to that next level. So let's start another game here, guys. We want to move up the ranks. So good luck, Mr. Leonard. That's a serious tournament. 90 minutes plus 30 classical, 2 games per day. It's quite intense. That's going to be a lot of energy, so you need to make sure you're quite well rested. Need to drink your morning coffee, probably. On knight f6. Play e5, he's playing the alot in defense. Knight c3. Knight takes c3, d takes c3. I like this quite simple system. Bishop f4. Knight f3. Just developing as usual. I think I could just play h3.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Converting. Well, the qualifiers would be to qualify for the national championship, I believe so. Bishop g6. I build this funny move e6. Let's play queen e2. I want to castle queenside. If he allows it, he definitely, most certainly, should not allow that. But conversion is generally a big problem for some people, because you know you're winning, and the problem like that is when you're winning then the opponent is losing. If you're already in a losing position, the mindset is, okay, I have nothing to lose, I must go all out and try something. However, if you're winning, generally people are careful, they don't want to make some blunders, they play like the scared kind of chess. So, but when people are losing, they go all out and try everything. You definitely need to go for that, Mr. Leonard. d5, knight e5. Here's some queen d5 move, which would not be too pleasant. But I believe we can't do anything too much about it. Queen d5, attacking the knight and the rook. I'm thinking just to move my knight back to f3, honestly, and bishop g2. Then his queen will have some difficulty. Let's try his bishop g2. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate for me now, because I would have liked to castle queenside. Oh, trading queens. Huh. I'm not a big fan about that, but I'm not sure how I could avoid it in a good fashion. He's attacking the C2 pawn. I guess I have to. Why is he taking so long to play? It's very strange. I took his queen. He should take back immediately. A little bit strange why he's taking so long. Quite strange. Yeah, I mean, he has to take on E4. Where did this guy go? Or more importantly, what is he doing?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, C2 is hanging. It's a little bit annoying. Got some small trouble here. Yeah, just castle. But I would like my king to be in the center and the end game generally.
Artlist.io.
Castles. Bishop C2. I don't like to play this move Rook C1, but it looks like a necessary move.
Reimagined.
I have played the Banco Gambit early in my chess career, actually. I have played the Banco Gambit. I have some experience with it. I didn't like it too much. Because these days, white has many lines where it's pretty one-sided. However, the Banco Gambit remains good as it's a good surprise weapon for sure, and something to employ from time to time. So I'm not against the Banco Gambit. However, I think a better opponents to play. I won't personally recommend it for any full repertoire.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'll just play King E2.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, Bishop E7. I don't like his Bishop on E4. It's very annoying.
Artlist.io.
Let's trade it, Knight H4. Bishop D5, very
Music licensing
strange
reimagined.
but understandable move. Let's take and play Knight F5. What this guy wants to play G6, quite obvious. Let's get my rook on the open file. We like to play with simple rules and principles. This rook is on H8. And in the meantime, let's give my rook some time to go on the open file.
Artlist.io.
Rook d7. Let's take and bring my other rook with tempo. We expected that. Let's try b4.
Music
Try to scare
licensing
him
reimagined.
on the queen side. You definitely should focus on your main opening. I don't worry about openings too much these days. Yeah, I think that you don't learn too much from studying openings. It's mainly like just to be ready for the tournament. It's a practical
Artlist.io.
tool. Let's move knight to g3. Guess you could play f5.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm thinking how to move the f5, because then you want to play f4. Yeah, I'm thinking. No, I don't want to take it, because then that gives him the g file. That won't be too nice. This one also.
Artlist.io.
I'm opening the g7. This diagonal here.
Music licensing reimagined.
I don't like this, how this has developed.
Artlist.io.
Let's try p5. Yeah, I guess he plays knight a5 or knight e7 or knight d5. It's possible too.
Music licensing reimagined.
That's a good question. Who is the best and the worst? Oh, I don't like to give people such titles. I really don't remember. I don't remember too much. There were quite some good teachers and quite some bad ones as well.
Artlist.io.
Let's try taking here. Actually, maybe knight h5. Getting some good chances here. Get him here. This guy thought he had us. Getting some counter play.
Music licensing reimagined.
So, Mr. Leonard, it seems like you're a serious tournament player, my friend. You're playing more tournaments than me. Playing more tournaments than me. Huh. Yeah, bishop takes a7, you just play b6, and that bishop is pretty much trapped.
Artlist.io.
Let's take here. Okay, king takes. King is coming. Rook d7, let's invade with the rook.
Music licensing reimagined.
I can't put a name to any specific best teacher.
Artlist.io.
So one very important endgame rule, guys. A rook on the 7 rank is always a good idea. You see, when the rook comes down in a position like this, look at the rook. I don't need to even say anything much. The rook is attacking everything. The rook is attacking his family, he's attacking his friends, attacking all his pieces. This rook is causing him some great stress for sure. Oh, wow. But Mr. Leonard, are you coming to play any of my tournaments that I'm playing in? Well, I have this one in May. I have another Italian tournament in Palermo in June. Are you coming to play in any of those, my friend? Or are you not coming to those? Can I expect to see you at some of those events? I'm thinking to take the pawn on c7. Actually, no, that would be just a straight up blunder. King, rook c7, king d6. Discover check, he wins my rook. But that would be a not a good idea. Oh. Let's move my king f3. Stay away from any discovered checks from his king. So Mr. Zach, welcome to the channel. I don't remember seeing you here, my friend. Welcome to the community if you're now subscribing.
Music licensing.
This is a very elite community here of some serious chess players. c6 off. Looks a little bit problematic if I take that. I'm feeling just get back this pawn. His rook is too active. I don't want to allow it to get in the game. Let's go after this pawn.
Music licensing reimagined.
Need to get my knight as a more opportune square. Knight g6 is quite a big threat. Time is quite low, guys. I don't want to allow this guy to flag me. It's never an honorable way to go out. It doesn't matter what's honorable or not way to lose. We don't want to lose under any circumstance. We don't come here for that. He moves his rook. I want to get my H pawn going.
Music licensing reimagined.
We have to be quick here, guys. Let's go with this pawn. Can't take it. He could with knight g6. It's a little fork.
Artlist.io.
One rook g6 check.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's follow him with some rook e8 perhaps. I don't know about rook g6. I don't think it's winning or anything. Let's maybe play some king e5 or something. Yeah, I think yes, play king e5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I missed that. If rook f5 here, he could have simply taken. What am I allowing now?
Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
Need to play a little bit faster here.
Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, what am I doing here? Yeah. We messed that one away. Thank you for that. I'm happy the book helped you there.
Artlist IO.
I'm good that you learned a lot. That's a very hard book, so you have to treat that very carefully. The Tata Steel event. When is that? I thought that happened already for the year. Didn't they have Tata Steel already?
Reimagined.
When is that? I actually don't know. Some tournaments I don't know too much about. What was going on here? And I want to see one specific position. Yeah, we were better here for sure. It looks like we pushed a little bit too hard here. Yeah, just king g3. Yeah, they eventually I could try king h4, king g5. Yeah, we should play king e3. Completely forgot that rook f5, there's knight g3. Yeah, just king f4, king g5.
Music licensing.
Play this endgame a bit cowardly. Yeah, and just we definitely here. We panicked under low time here. But let's continue here. But thank you for joining in, guys. I'm glad the book recommendations paid off and helped you all. I have a new very nice video coming out. We're working on a video where I did a live puzzle, for example. The whole video is like how I actually train daily, where I recorded my live, very detailed, like solving process, exactly how my brain works as I'm solving a puzzle. I'm not a fairly complex one, so I think that'll be very interesting for you guys to see like how I am trains, how he thinks. So I think that'll be very useful for you guys, and that'll be coming soon. 1 second, guys. All right, let's continue here.
Artlist IO.
d4. Let's try the Dutch defense, even though we do not know anything about it. Yes, that is correct, Leonard. That is correct. We put in quite some time into the video editing. Now, personally, me, as a chess player, for me, that's not too important. But these days, with how YouTube is, the video editing has to be quite well. It's a quite strange Dutch defense. What's this? F3. Should we go into the Nimzo, Bishop? Yeah, let's try this Nimzo Dutch. We had 2 Nimzo Dutch games today. Yeah, let's kick this bishop. I don't know what this bishop came here for.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yes, that's very good. It's always better when we have like a family working together. I always just like that idea. I think that's a fantastic. Can I not just take here and then play Queen H4 check? What's going on here? What's this guy doing? What is he doing? Can I take that rook or not?
Music licensing.
I want to take the rook, guys. You know what? If I take that rook, let's take this rook. I mean, you prove to me what you have. I don't need to prove anything. I'm up a rook.
Artlist.io.
What's going on here? I mean, this knight is hanging.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, rook f8. I want to take queen f3. Queen h6. I can queen h4 check. I can play g5. Phew. First of all, guys, I can't take everything on f3, and I'm going to be up a piece. Let's just do this. Just up a piece. Just play b6, bishop b7. The Nimzo Dutch strikes again. Hello, Stefan, my friend. How are you doing? This guy is funny. I don't know where he wants to go with his king.
Music licensing reimagined.
Huh. Let's move my king up first. Develop my knight. Check. Yeah, we got this guy without too many problems. Still playing on. Some people will always be like that. Check. I don't know where he's going. Let's play some slow chess. There's no reason to rush here. He has absolutely no ideas. No threat. Bishop d3 check. Is there any easy way to give this guy mate?
Artlist.io.
Let's just play bishop e2. This pawn is hanging. It's better to get the job safely
Music
done.
licensing reimagined.
He has no stalemate to end.
Artlist.io.
Very funny. He has the h8 square, so there's no stalemate. I'm good, my friend. How are you going, my friend from Subodisa?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, this guy does not want to resign.
What?
Let's play 97. You want this knight f6, rook h7, mate. Yeah, this is mate. Yeah. Very short but nice game. He definitely could have resigned. He wants a rematch, but
Artlist.
I want a rematch against people who play on till mate and don't resign. We played the Dutch. For some reason, I've been drawn to this Nimzo Indian Dutch. With the pawn on f5 and doubling his pawns, we have great control over the e4 square.
Music licensing.
And here we saw after
reimagined.
bishop g5. Yeah, I mean, he gives away his dark squared bishop. Is definitely not a good idea. Even in normal Nimzo, white does not want to give up his dark squared bishop like that. e4, and I don't know, we had this. Okay, I played c5 actually. Actually, c5, yes, c5 is stronger. We went for this, and I don't know what is this g3 here. I don't know what is this guy doing. Just took this, and maybe he missed king d8.
Artlist.io.
Still king 7 was good, but yeah, king d8 and now rook f8. Maybe he missed this idea. He can't castle like take, he can't move his bishop. He can't really move his knight, just take. And yeah, we just piece up. Nothing much to see here. I didn't learn this opening, my friend. I just
Music licensing
improvise.
reimagined.
That's why I didn't learn this. That's what I like to do in Selena. What I like to do in Blitz, I play a lot of openings. For example, I create some openings or devise some of my own lines that I don't necessarily know. And if I want to play it in a tournament, I'll do some more research, check it with the engine, check the master's database, make a good deep file. But yeah, because I've worked as a second for many grandmasters and some national teams, so I'm quite good at openings. And I have some very good chessable courses with openings. Yeah, I have now my chessable courses are on sale due to the candidate sale. So if you guys want to level up, bring your game to the next level, be sure to check out some of those chessable courses. Knight f3. Let's try a reversed London system. Reversed London system.
Artlist.io.
Bishop e7 is quite a nice detail. And the idea was if queen b3, queen b6, he doesn't have this knight h4. Now e7 covers there.
Music licensing reimagined.
If I play knight f6, he still has knight h4, so I'll play h6. I mean, you can't make a mistake with video. I mean, in the video, I take a lot of time to explain the ideas. I mean, I have a few chessable courses I really like that I study, and I always buy with the video. I mean, if the presenter is good, if the presenter is bad and he just says the same things
Artlist.io.
as in the text, I'm I'm gonna probably refund it. But if I see that he's actually adding more details, helping me to remember it easily, then that's a good investment for me. So definitely depends individually. I personally learn better from video, but that's probably just my preference.
Music licensing reimagined.
Flip bishop d6, improve the bishop a bit. If you want to upgrade, well, now is the time. Now that it's on sale. He wants to play e4. Strike with e5.
Artlist IO.
Do I mind the isolated pawn here? I guess not. He also has his weakness on e3. But Mr. Land, what I could tell you is these last two courses I've been working on are perhaps my most enjoyable and favorite courses. These courses I'm working on all the 22 world champions. I enjoy those courses quite well. Kick that knight with just a6 next. Ask him what he's doing there. He's not welcome in my territory. Is he gonna jump to d6? Maybe he wants that. Yeah, that'll be good for him to get my dark square bishop. But knight, I actually don't think it's actually good. I think I have takes. Takes, queen 6. I think I can take e d4 and then queen b6 with a double attack. This seems like this spells some problems for him. Oh, that'll be fun. You could drop the link of the tournament, let me sell, and I'll definitely check it out if you send me the link. Okay, we won a pawn. Queen e3, he has bishop e5, I don't like that. Let's play the simple move a6. And now we can play, I believe, queen e3. He has to play rook e1. I'm considering d4, but d4, knight c4. Maybe it's b5. Knight f1. Huh. I try this move, queen f2. I'll be careful here. I don't want him to wiggle out of this situation. I miss a notification bars. I disagree with that, and I don't know why you would ask that from all the countries in the world. Not quite a smart question from you. I play d4. Let's try d4. So we're gonna play just d3 and win his piece. Can't we play d3? d3, bishop takes d3, rook takes. I think this wins a piece. d3, bishop d3, just rook e1, check. Yeah, this wins a piece if he takes. Bishop f1, I mean, is not advisable. But okay, I don't think he had a choice. So rook e1, he has queen f2. We don't have blunder or queen, so we take here. He has to play rook e8 check. We take. And we should play rook to e1.
Music licensing
Okay,
reimagined.
he wants to play king f2. We have to be very cautious here. It's king f2, he's going to take that pawn next. Let's try rook c1 with the idea rook c2.
Artlist IO.
That's very strange. Well, AI does not know a lot of things.
Music licensing reimagined.
Do I have to play rook c3? Let's defend with rook c3 here. I need to improve my knight on f6. Now, you see my friend Mr. Legalai Karo. Funny username. I'm not a big fan of online chess, actually, to tell you the truth. I actually, you won't catch me playing online chess for fun or for enjoyment, to say the truth. Like some people play Blitz all day for the entire day. I'm not one of those persons. I enjoy truly over the board chess and classical chess. Maybe it's just me or a preference of mine, but personally, I always enjoy over the board play rather than online. On knight d4, he played rook d3.
Artlist IO.
Knight d4, rook d3, rook c1 check. He'll just play rook d1, takes. 9 there. Rook c1 check, king f2.
Reimagined. Artlist IO.
I don't want to go into this rook endgame. Rook c1, king f2. Knight e4, takes, bishop d3.
Music licensing reimagined.
That was a strong move we found there. Knight e4, rook d3, rook c1, rook d1. Let's try it.
Licensing reimagined.
When the video is coming out, I'm not too sure now with the editing process started recently. Sometimes these things take time, but I'll be hopeful within the next 2 to 3 days to give you a good estimate. What do you think could be a good title for the stream, Mr. Leonard? I'm thinking what could be a good title. Huh.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, this position is
Music
become really
licensing
something else.
reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Well, that's very good. The Arthur Yusupov series is actually quite good. Arthur Yusupov, he's actually one of the most knowledgeable guys out there in the chess world from the old Soviet school back in the days of the Dvoretsky. And when they had these Soviet schools. So Arthur Yusupov, I definitely would think he's someone that knows what he's doing. Let's see if we'll have any luck in this king and pawn endgame.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hey, Yusupov is quite good. So do you have, I see you're new to the channel, my friend. I haven't seen you here before on our live streams. So welcome for sure. And definitely here on this channel we try to bring people to the next level. Train with me, my exact training method to become GM. That's an interesting title. That's an interesting one. I was thinking something along the lines how an international master trains.
Music licensing reimagined.
But train with me, my exact training method to become GM. That does sound quite interesting. But usually with the title and thumbnail on YouTube, they're quite important these days. Even if the video is very good, you need people to click on it. So Miss Elena, do you think if people see that title, my exact train with me, my exact training method to become GM, do you think that's something people will immediately click on? Because that's what a title has to be generally. It has to be like, it has to sound like something people will immediately click on to like catch their attention. Get outside pass pawn. Can you play F5?
Reimagined.
Oh. Huh.
Artlist.io.
Interesting king and pawn endgame. Tell you the truth. You forget to subscribe every channel, my friend.
Music licensing
With our channel, don't forget to hit the notification button as well. We have a lot of interesting content we always put out. Yeah, and the whole point is we want to take you guys on my journey and help you improve at the same time. When you play fast, I believe this is winning. Well, he made the job easier for us. He resigned.
Artlist.io.
That one, well, I had videos on YouTube where one of our best videos was how I became an international master in less than 5 years. That is a video I gave all the book recommendations, what I did. So if you want specific book recommendations, I would direct you to that video, how I became an international master in less than 5 years. That's very good. But some basic books, I must read books in my opinion. I recommend like Maxim Bloch, The Art of Combination. I recommend John Helston, Endgame Strategy. I recommend Cognitive Chess. Mr. Leonard, it sounds like you have some experience in this YouTube. I think, let me write that down. Train with me. My exact training method. I need to write that down. I'll write that down. Thank you for the suggestion, Mr. Leonard. All right. So train with me. My exact method.
Artlist.io.
One second, guys. I just want to write down a suggestion. Yeah, I think that's a quite interesting title. Do you have any thumbnail like this for that, Mr. Leonard? Since you seem like you're an expert here. Oh, you 1700? Are you 1700 feet it? Well, I would recommend the book The Art of Combination by Maxim Bloch. That's a must-have book. That's a book on all the different tactical motifs and ideas in one. That's a must-have book for sure. I would also recommend Endgame Strategy by John Helston. And at that level, I think it's very important to train your pattern recognition, your visualization, where you see the positions clearly 5 to 6 moves ahead. You have a correct picture of the position, and you help people. They actually have trouble with that, especially at that level. They visualize moves ahead and they can't see even where the pieces are. They don't know. Yet there's no such thing as improvement with one tool. Yeah, that's true. That's the problem with YouTube, my friend. I actually started off and I would just put out normal improvement videos where generally you do the work and you will improve over time, but more or less guaranteed, but not anything quickly like in one day. You're not going to see. Yeah, that's the problem. They always get tons of views. However, Mr. Caruana, what my next video that we're working on, we're talking about, I did a video. It's very nice idea, and I think it's going to be very good for you guys. From my own training, because a lot of people, as someone who's on the road to GM, and I do normal training for myself other than YouTube and coaching, I recorded a very nice segment where I brought you guys in to one of my own training, a puzzle that I'm solving. So basically it's a hard puzzle that usually I would solve when he's trying to improve, and I basically solve it live, where I say my entire thought process, and I have that skill as a coach and as a player that when I'm thinking, I can say exactly what I'm thinking, what I see first. So I think that's going to be very interesting for you guys, because I'm going to see a position and you're going to see exactly how I think, what I notice first in the position, what I start calculating first, what exactly I calculate, how I'm doing it, if I make maybe some initial mistake in my calculation, if there's some obstacle, and it's going to be followed through in the video. I think you guys are going to like that very much, and you could solve the puzzle alongside me in that video there, and you could compare your thoughts to mine. I think that's very instructive and very nice for you guys to see there. A lot of people have been asking that to see some of my training. But yeah, the thing with our videos on I remember I did some of the Varetsky books, but he wrote those together with Yusupov. I could do some of those, but as I said, in I have a lot of videos that are not quick fix, like not one video you immediately get better, but solid and stable improvement. Our eventual goal on our YouTube channel is to have a YouTube channel where people could basically use all these videos and recommendations and improve to the master level from even if they're a beginner without any extra material. I want to have everything at one channel. I don't want to have people where they look at my video then they have to go somewhere else. I think it's better for people to look in one place and just get everything home. And that's the goal with our YouTube channel over time. As people may know, I already have 5 Chessable courses. There's a candidate sale right now. 4 of my best-selling Chessable courses are on sale. So if you want to get your game to the next level, definitely check out some of my Chessable courses. For example, the one how I became an international master, where I detail my entire journey, what I did, analyze my games, how I became an IM in less than 5 years. Yeah, Mr. Leonard, I completely agree with that. I agree with that. I think I'll probably look into that direction and that title, but it suits the video correctly because that's what the video is about. It's training with me, training alongside me. So I think that I'm going towards that direction. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. You're starting your tournament play. And now, chess has, I don't know if you could tell already, but chess has not only the game aspect, but in tournament play, there are a lot of psychological aspects too. For example, some people, you get very nervous, they get a little bit anxious. Then you have the time aspect. Yeah, Mr. Leonard, if you think of something better, you let me know, please. Drop me a comment or reply to the stream or some comments, so I'll get a notification from YouTube and I'll be able to check it. Please do. If you check something and you get a better title, you let me know, because I'm open always for the community helping the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, definitely do let me know if you find something better. But I like that direction you're going in, because we need something like strong title that people just want to click, because the video is good. The video is good, guys. So we just need that other technical parts. Yeah, that's true, but our videos are good. I am very confident in my quality of videos. I think there's nowhere else on YouTube you get this kind of videos, because our videos are not like Gotham Chess just for entertainment purposes. We are for learning purposes, guys. And we have our own personal journey. You're not going to get any, I'm not going to do any, honestly, guys, I'm not going to play any bullet. To me, that's just stupid. I'm not going to play any bug house, any tree check, any kind of garbage variants, and I'm not even going to play Fisher Random, guys. I don't like that. We're just going to get real chess here with me, guys. Yeah, you could do that, but you could do that as well. I don't know if you follow me. I'm not sure if you follow me. You can send me that too. There's no problem. On chess.com, but you can send me on IG also. I have 2 accounts on IG. I have my the chess one and also my normal one. But yeah, sure, you can send me. That would be no problem at all. Send me that. But alright, guys, as I said, I'm a little bit injured today. I stepped on a tile and my foot is not in a good way, so I didn't want today to be such a long stream. But I wanted to check in with you guys because we didn't stream for a long time. So if any guys here for the first time, now check out the channel, be sure to subscribe, like the video, stay tuned for more. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys liked, what you guys, if you didn't like something, let me know. If you learned something that's instructive, let me know that too, guys. We're growing, we're gonna get our next level, and we ourselves want to become a GM in a couple of years or as soon as we can. So thank you guys for tuning in, Mr. Leonard. Again, you could message me on IG. I'll check it out. So as soon as you can message me. But that's the end of the stream, guys. Well, okay, I'll listen to give me a suggestion. What suggestion, my friend?
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Oh, my friend, I'm sorry you're late. I put a YouTube post about it. Actually, I put a YouTube post, so you should always click that notification button.
Music licensing reimagined.
So guys, usually before my stream, I don't have an exact schedule since these days I'm traveling. But when I know, like in the morning or a day in advance, I make a YouTube post and I say what time exactly is the stream going to be. So if you have click that notification button on YouTube, so every time I make a post or every time I make an announcement, you see it, because I made a YouTube post earlier today. So that's when I announced the videos. I always will try to make a YouTube post at least a day in advance or a good couple of hours so people could reserve the time to watch the stream. So thank you guys for today. I'm sorry I missed the stream, my friend, but we have a new video coming up soon. I think you'll like it very much. We have a video where I take you inside one of my training sessions where I show you live how my brain works, thinking on a very hard puzzle, exactly how my brain works, what I look at first, what I'm calculating, how I do my calculation. What about book collection? Books? I like this Arthur Yusupov series. I could recommend it. I would personally, I recommend, my own courses on Chessable. I have courses on preparation and psychology. One course is on sale now. I teamed up with a professional sports psychologist and peak mental performance coach, and we brought together the perfect course about preparing for your games, not only with specific opening preparation, but understanding your opponent, getting into his style, knowing your opponent well, knowing how to play against him, and the preparation and psychological aspects, where we had the psychologist. He did some chapters and he gave very excellent video material. So if you want to improve your psychological and preparation aspect, you can check out my course on Chessable on that. I have also a course on how I became an international master, fan favorite. My journey of I became an IM in less than 5 years. Not many people did that, and I came from a country where not much chess is being played. I'm from a small island, so I detail my entire journey there, and I say exactly what book I did. I analyze my games. I go through everything. So you guys definitely going to learn a lot from that. And I have other courses on the Scotch Gambit, a wide repertoire in Sicilian defense, and Victor Korchnoi, Last Man Standing. Amazing course.
Music licensing reimagined.
I would recommend Kasparov's great predecessor's book. I think he did too much computer analysis. I didn't like it. I like this book personally here. This author, he seems okay to me, Tibor Karioli. He made some books. I'm looking at this one now on Anatoly Karpov. So if you want to play like Karpov, you could look at that. But players like Fischer or Kasparov.
Artlist.io.
The books, you could look into the books by Mikhail Botvinnik. He had some good books. Mikhail Botvinnik, he wrote some quite good books, and he was a world champion. So if you want like a world champion book, you can look into Mikhail Botvinnik. Or you could look at Bobby Fischer's 60 memorable games, or some book on Karpov. So alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. And we'll stay tuned. That's a good book, my friend. So alright guys.